Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Women Behind the Legends. You can see the women are back. We're here to talk about a very great topic. We hope a lot of you will get a lot from it. We're going to talk about some of our experience in dealing with these legends and giving advice to the younger women coming along. So you have Michelle, you have Tanya, you have Kiki, and Tana. So welcome back. We're glad you returned. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any episodes. Follow us on Instagram, and you can follow all of the women on their individual Instagrams, which will be shown at the end of this show. So, ladies, welcome. Michelle just popped out of here.
Okay.
Michelle popped back. So we're gonna wait while we're waiting for Michelle to come back on. I was kind of thinking about, Dana's been looking at his old contracts and of course, regretting signing his life away. And I thought about, what would it have been like if he and I were together back then and, I was with him and was able to sit down at the table and understand what was in those contracts. What would I have told him to do differently, if anything, or what would he have done differently, knowing what he knows now? And so I thought it'd be a good idea for us to kind of talk to the other up and coming women behind the legends, the ones who are with the newer legends that are here today, that are starting to make an impact in the business, and having them understand what are some of the things that we've experienced, that we've dealt with, how do we deal with them, and what advice would we like to leave them with. So out of each of you, I'm the more junior of the relationships here. So I want to hand it off to someone who has a lot more experience than I do and can really talk about some of those things that they've encountered, even down to the groupies and anything else you may have seen backstage that you've had to deal with. So who wants to take it away?
Go ahead, Kiki.
Again, with this, right?
Go ahead, because then I'll follow you.
Oh my God. I would say to the younger women behind the legends, run fast. Like, don't wear your Louboutins, wear some Nikes and run.
Why?
Because you're going to be in for a world of trouble, heartache, other baby mamas, side tricks was right. Side tricks.
That's right.
and everything else. So I would honestly say, don't do it. Because the legends that we have seem to be really good legends. And the guys today, it's like, they don't think. They don't think about the long run. They don't think about, where they're sticking their things. And back then, all you had was, what was that? Chlamydia and gonorrhea and stuff like that. Now it's killing you. Like, unfaithful penis is killing you.
Yeah.
And they do not believe in wrapping it up. Hence, when you hear rappers saying, or R&B legends, today's legends, saying that they have like 9, 12 kids. You get them from with only 8 baby mamas? Like, something is going on. I would say run.
Wow.
And I will also say to make sure that your up-and-coming legend writes his own stuff. So later on down the line, you'll keep getting that publishing check. You'll keep getting your sound exchange. You'll keep getting your BMI checks. But a lot of young rappers, they have ghostwriters. Good thing that my husband, he had a good head on his shoulders, and he wrote a lot of his own stuff. And he also wrote for other people. So, we're not going to put his government out there, but it's easy to find out anyway. But, he gets his checks coming in because of that, because he wrote for a lot of people, and he also wrote his own stuff, and he owns his own stuff. So,
smart.
When they want to put his music in a movie or a soundtrack or whatever, then he gets his money. So, I would say make sure that they write their own stuff. I would say
and register.
Right, register. And I would also make sure that your legend And you invest. Because, you know, 1 minute you here, then the next minute we can't find you.
Yeah.
So if you're investing your money now instead of just buying all these, you know, expensive homes and cars and stuff that eventually will, you know, lose its value, I would say that you need to start investing. If you want to invest in a business, a restaurant, a clothing company, you know, homes, start investing in homes. So I would say invest, run.
But run first.
Run first. And I would say make sure that you go with him to a lot of these shows so that you can get a sisterhood with the other women behind the legends. So just in case you're not there and, you know, you have a Tana or a Tonia or a Michelle and you can't make it because you stuck with the little babies at home.
Yep.
And, so they could be like, girl, you know, going backstage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say make sure that you get that sisterhood going with the legends. And it doesn't always have to be in the same genre that you're a legend.
Right.
Because me and Michelle are close. You know, her husband is an R&B legend. My husband is a hip hop legend. So, you know, I would definitely say make sure that you make these connections with these other ladies. Genuine connections, not just so they can spy on your man.
Right. That's right.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They might have
That's
business,
right.
so they're waiting for your man if you want to act shady.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, Michelle ain't gonna be there. You know what? Let's
So come on.
roll up on Dave tonight.
Okay. And get this beat down when she get there though. Cause she gonna come at the end.
At the end.
You better be quick in and out because she might roll up.
Yes.
Well, nobody can catch Chubb because once this song is over, he is like, pew, off the stage, onto his plane.
That's good.
A juicy cat.
Yeah, it is.
That's not David. He'll shut it down. He's gonna stay and stay and stay and stay. Like, dude, the last call don't apply to you.
Like, you
the last call. You got your rider back here. The last call does not apply to you. Right. You got to go. He goes in.
Enjoying himself.
He's enjoying himself.
Literally.
I hope not.
Well, you know.
Go ahead, Tonia.
Okay, Kiki. Like she said, if you can run, because it takes a strong woman to handle a man in the business, in the industry. Also, if you can't run, try to find you a seasoned legend that has gotten all of that out of their system, the groupies, and you want somebody that's a little bit more mature, that knows when last call is last call. And like she said, make sure that if you can't run, or if you do find you a mature legend, just make sure that he does write his own music, because those publishing checks, they come like when we're in need, you know, if we're down and I can't pick up the slack. When those checks comes, that's just like, ooh, the first of the month, in the middle of the month. But and then, you know, it also takes a loyal person. Make sure that you're in the relationship because you actually love the person, not because of their status. If this is something that you want to do, make sure that you are true to yourself, and make sure you have your man's back, because that's what they need at the end of the day, is that somebody have their back and that you're supportive. Although sometimes I can say that I'm not really supportive. So I'll be like, okay, hang that mic up. How old are you now? Let's do other things. If you want to be in the industry, let's venture out to doing other things. Like, you know, doing acting, voiceovers, and stuff like that. But it's in his blood, and that's what I do admire about him, is that he doesn't let anyone take him away from his dreams. This is something that he wants to do. I met him doing it, but I just voiced my opinion. But just make sure you have his back and you're loyal and you're in it for the heart, for his heart, and not for the status.
That's good.
Michelle.
Well, I would have to agree as far as, writing, publishing, registering every single thing. You have to try to be a behind the scenes at home from my husband, because when he's done at the studio, he used to bring these notebooks home with just all these just lyrics. Like, what is this mess that you have brought home between all these words written in different, here go this piece of paper, here go this piece of paper. You have to keep it organized for them, because he'll come back to it, 2, 3 songs. I wrote this song that would go with this hook and this. He got to go back and find it, that type of stuff. So also, trying to keep them organized, because at the end of the day, they're done. When they're done, they're done. And, after performing and stage, recording, all that, their mind is home. When he's home, he's home. He's not trying to, do all that. He's really trying to rest and recuperate from being on the road and everything. So it's trying to, like, I know when he comes home, I can't depend on him for anything, because he might be in the bed for like 2 days because he's recouped. Because like I said, he on that last call, he's going hard. So when he gets home, it's like he is shut down, literally. So you just have to keep, keep doing what we're doing without him, even though he might be, in the house. He really ain't here because he's still coming down off of his stage high. Mm-hmm. My husband has done probably 40 stage plays over the years. So at times he is gone for weeks at a time, because they might be, rehearsing here for 5 weeks straight. So that can be very difficult. But when I married him, we weren't married a month before he was gone for 6 weeks. So when we first got married, it just became a part of, that was us. That was our relationship. I think the day after we started dating, technically, he was gone for a month. So right off the bat, he was always in and out of the city. So if you're trying to get with a legend, you're going to have to be used to that. Kiki travels all the time with Chubb. I don't.
You go, Kiki.
Kiki knew Dave for years before she met me. Wow. I mean, she, because I don't always travel. With my career, I don't always get a chance to travel unless it's in the summertime or holidays and stuff like that. Unless the deal is that sweet, then I'm going. I know y'all know what I mean. The deal is that sweet. I'll be right there with you.
Yeah.
And you get another airline ticket.
Mm-hmm.
But we've been able to keep a balance, because when it's been up and down, I've been that smooth in the middle. When it's been up and down for him, I've been that consistent person.
Yeah.
That's what they need. They need
right.
They need somebody that they know has their back and that they can rely on, and doesn't have some ulterior motive stuff in the back pocket. So
right.
And
we never have. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I also say to just women in general, like, if your man is a hard worker and he's taking care of home and he's supporting you and pushing you to go for your dreams as well, I don't think that there's anything wrong to catering to your man, especially if he does the same for you. We have that balance where I work just as hard as he works, because I have my own stuff going on. And when he comes, sometimes he comes home off the road and he'll go and pick up breakfast and bring it home and make it. And when he came home, our dryer stopped working. All of a sudden, I think we had too many big ass clothes in there, but our dryer stopped working. So when he came home, he was like, yo, babe, what we gonna do with these clothes? And I was like, I'm half white. I don't do laundry. Unless it's in my house, I don't go to the laundromat. Like, well, I'm gonna get the clothes together, and he did. He got the clothes together. He ain't do the laundry. Dropped it off. Came back with about 8 bags.
That's what I would. If they take care of you, you take care of them. And now if he's out there being the dog, then you got to let him go. That's any man. But if he's taking care of home and making sure everything at home is okay and straight, then he's definitely a keeper.
Yeah, I would honestly say that he is. I would honestly say that I don't feel myself catching a case because like I think it was Michelle that said it. No, it was Tanya who said it. Make sure that they get all of that out of their system. So that's what we did. I'm a Virgo, like Tanya's a Virgo. So we're not in a rush to be locked down by anybody because, we don't like people telling us what to do.
You are absolutely right.
Being married is a part of people not telling you what to do, but you got to let them know where you're going. And for a while, I wasn't with that. I was like, I don't want to have to tell you where I'm going and what time I'm coming in.
Does that make me a Virgo?
Huh?
I think I'm an honorary Virgo.
You might be. But no, because you got married really young. Virgos, they don't really like the whole idea of marriage. I don't know what it is about.
I don't even want a fake ring, okay?
That's right there.
I got 0 carats, y'all. 0 carats.
0 carats. She been with him for 59 years.
Right?
Right. The longest. Maybe beside Kiki and Chad, the longest.
Yep, 21 years.
Wow.
So, we was together for a long time, off and on. And it was like, when I see him doing something, because I'm a very loyal person. And when I love really, really hard. So I would rather you get whatever you need to get out of your system, whatever, because I'm also a get back person. If you do something to me, I'm damn sure gonna get you back, but in the worst way. I'm very calculating. I'm being very honest, and I will think about it. Like, I'll have sex with your daddy.
Oh no. No.
So if I find out that you done did some messed up stuff,
oh God,
just wait, it's coming.
Better check your daddy nutsacks. It will be on him. But I think that we both got things out of our system before we actually said, okay, we're going to do this because this is a legal thing. And if you get in tax problems and I'm in tax problems, I'm like, oh, shit. So.
Speaking of taxes, make sure your legend does his taxes.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Make sure, even if you got to pull the receipts together, make sure he goes to H&R Block or wherever
somewhere
and get his taxes done.
Because you might lose your legend. Not to another chick.
Not to another chick.
To the main chick.
To the IRS.
And they're going to get their money.
Yes, they will.
They're going to get their money or you're going to be spending a lot of nights with them.
He'll be laying under somebody in the pen.
Big sexy.
Big sexy.
Ooh, sing that for me, Daddy.
Okay. Sing me to sleep. Sing me to sleep.
With some bars.
Treat me right, Daddy.
Exactly. Treat me right. I'm not trying to be so alone.
No.
You said you was a freak of the industry, so show me.
And then you'll be having nightmares.
Oh,
a long time you can go shopping on Delancey Street.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah, I think, again, I've been with Dana now since 2002 and we got married 4 years, going on 5 years ago. And I think, you know, as I said, looking at some of the struggles that he's experiencing now, I would definitely tell the women to understand what they're signing. You know, even if you're not an attorney, make sure they have a good attorney that really can explain the ins and outs of their contract, especially now they're doing these 360 deals where they get a little piece of everything that they do. I mean, if they sneeze, they want some of that snot. It's like everything. They want a piece of them now. So there's nothing that's left for them really that's theirs. Whereas before they could go on the road and do shows and that money was theirs. Well, now they sign those 360s, they get a piece of that and all the merchandising and everything else that comes along with it. So they need to understand what that is. It's not just about how much money they're bringing in and how much they can spend in the mall or on jewels and cars. As you said, that's nice, but that's temporary. So think long-term, especially if you do have kids, you got to think about that legacy wealth for the children. So doing that investing, like Kiki said, and understanding where the best places to put the money away so that it can grow for you and make your money work for you, where you're making money while you sleep. And understanding what the publishing is and making sure that they are not signing their rights away, no matter what their age is, because this is stuff that can come back, you know, in perpetuity, where they can always earn money off of what they did 20, 30 years ago, like these 4 men around the table, each of them are doing. So I think that's important. And then, you know, the groupies, I think it's good for them to get it out of their system, you know, the sooner the better. And that's not to say that they will stop. Hopefully they will. But, you know, I think it's good to have that safe haven for them and, you know, not beefing with them as soon as they come in the door, because, you know, they're working hard. They're out there. Yeah, it looks like fun and games, but we've seen what they go through behind the stage, backstage, and dealing with promoters that get shicey. Don't pay, all that stuff. And they done traveled and went out there, or they go and it's not the crowd that they thought it was going to be. And now they don't want to pay them all their money. So it's a whole bunch of things they got to deal with. You know, they go there, nothing on their rider that they asked for is there. So, you know, being that constant, like Michelle said, that thing that's that steady, you know, culture and environment for them to come home to. And you know, when they're low, we got to be the ones to pick up the slack. So that means you may have to get a job, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, whether it's your own business or going out and getting a 9 to 5 or 9 to 1 part-time or something. So that way, you know, you can make sure that you have benefits, because the industry doesn't provide benefits. They still don't, they haven't, and I don't know that they ever will. And you know, trying to get rid of Obamacare now, so they may not have that either as an option. So if you could do something that's going to provide medical benefits for you and your family, then do that. There's no shame in it. There's no harm in it, you know, because again, that may be the one thing that saves your family or saves your relationship when their stuff comes. Like Kiki said, they're here 1 minute and then you don't hear from them again. They're that one-hit wonder or whatever the case may be. So understanding what that means and thinking long-term, I think that's the issue. A lot of these guys out here now, the younger ones, aren't thinking long-term. They're thinking about the right now. And, you know, they have to understand, like, you know, you're in your 20s, your 30s. What do you want to be doing 20 years from now? You know, do you want to be a truck driver, or do you want to continue to be able to make money off the music you were doing 20 years ago? So what are you doing to put that infrastructure in place for yourself? That's what I would want them to really think about, these women nowadays that are stunting out here on Instagram.
And I would also say to the ladies, encourage your man, even if he is a one-hit wonder. And, you know, if that, like Tanya said, you know, he still likes to write, he still likes to record, because that's his dream, that's his passion. So yes, always encourage him to do that. But sometimes your passion don't pay the rent, and your passion don't buy the kids their new shoes, and can't pay for the tuition for school. So I would also encourage, I know it's hard once you get to a certain status and everybody knows who you are. I know it's hard for you to go out there and get yourself a regular job, but that's also a legend. A legend makes sure he does whatever he needs to do to make sure that he provides for his family. Point blank, period. It is no, I'm a star, because the light and gas don't want to hear, oh, my man is a star, so you can pay that light bill. And they be like, shut it down. So there is no more internet. There is no more phone. So make sure that, you know, you also push them. If things is not going in the right direction, push him to get a job. It's okay for him to work. It's okay for him to work. You know, it's about balance. It's about both of y'all being not, I don't like to say 50-50, because I don't give 50% to anything. I give 100 and he gives 100. So it's times when, you know, he was times when he was sick over the summer and he wasn't able to do the shows.
Mm-hmm.
He got deposits for shows and we had to give it back because he couldn't perform. So, you know, that set us back. And then, you know, I had to get on my grind and make sure that we're able to stay afloat. Yep. There's nothing wrong with your man getting a regular job. I hear a lot of ladies saying, well, he's such and such, he can't work. Oh, no, he can work. He can
They're
work.
going to be living out of a cardboard box.
Right.
Like
you got 2 of these.
All kind of jobs he could do.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't think that there's anything shameful in that.
Absolutely not.
You have a strong king that's willing to go out there despite what everybody has to say about who he is or who he was. He's making sure he provides for his family. That's number one, because my father always told me a man is supposed to, one, protect and provide for you. If he can't do that, you could be by yourself.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point.
Just like Kiki said, mine was, if you can't do what I can do for myself, what do I need you for?
Yep. Absolutely.
And if you can't do it, see you.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Right.
What are we talking about?